Going to start with our warm up here. Make sure you've got plenty of space around you so you're not going to hit anything or anyone. And we'll start moving one arm around, nice and gentle, in a circle, the best of our ability. And this is where we put our first adaptations in if we need to. If you can't get the full circle round, a smaller circle, even with a bent arm, that's absolutely fine. As long as we're getting that arm going round some sort of way, nice and gentle and controlled, just moving it around to the best of our ability. Good work. Nice work, everybody. Just moving it around, warming up that joint, getting everything mobilized. And with that same arm, let's change direction and go the opposite way now. Good. Well, let's change over to the other side now. I'm just moving that one around as well. Good work, just nice movements around. Let's change direction with that arm. Good work. Now for this one, for the best of our ability, we're going to reach over towards the opposite shoulder. If you can't come all the way over, not a problem. We can come to the near shoulder, so just don't go as far over. Or if that's too much, we can come across the front instead. So as long as we get an elbow bend in there, nice work, everybody. Good work. We're going to take one arm here, we're going to swing it forwards, we're going to reach up, and we're going to bring it back down, swing it back up, and back down. If you can't reach the arm all the way up overhead, just get to where you can. If that's head height, chest height, wherever you can get to, just moving it through the best range of motion we can. Reach up the best you can, maybe feel a little bit of a stretch even in there as you do so. And again, this can be done with the bent arm as well. Not a problem, just moving it through. Let's change over to the other side. Good work. Nice. Let's bring it in for a hug, arms out to the side, and repeat through that movement there. It's starting to mobilize the chest and the upper back as well. Nice, gentle movements, swinging those arms. Good work, everybody. Good work. Okay, now we're going to do some shoulder rotations, just going around. Let's change direction. Good work, and then give that a bit of a shake off there. Good. We're not using any equipment for this part of the session. We'll be using cushion later on, but I'll explain that before we get into that part. For now, we are just using your wonderful self and the timer that I've got set up here ready to go. So we've got a 20-minute timer ready here. Each and every minute we're going to be changing up the exercise and we'll be doing some slightly different things. But to start with, we are going to be doing 5 out of 10 efforts. So that's not hard, it's not easy, it's somewhere in between the two. The idea of this 20 minutes is to just build up that heart rate, build up that core body temperature and get things even more warmed up. So we've warmed up with our arm movements that we've just done. Now this is the build part of the session. This is to bring ourselves up to the level for the harder parts later in the session. As we already said, if you are new to these sessions as well, if you need to stop at any point, that is absolutely fine. This is a 20-minute block, so it's quite a lot to do. So if you need to take like a minute just to have a rest at any point, feel free to do that, come back in. And if you feel like you're done at the end of this 20 minutes, that's also fine as well. Just doing the best of your ability that you can do today. And that's all we can ask from you. Right, we're going to go here in 15 seconds time. And we're going to start with some punching forwards, alternating hands, just like so. Okay, and we're going to be doing that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So 5 out of 10 effort, not hard, not easy, in between the two, extending those arms forwards the best we can. And let's get things moving here. Nice work so far. And I will make a note as well for those who have their cameras off, that is absolutely fine to leave the cameras off as well. You do not need to have them on. I will say that I do like seeing more faces on screen, so if you ever do feel comfortable, please do, because otherwise I can see like 10 people on screen at the moment, but if it was just me, I'd feel a bit lonely just staring at. So I do appreciate those who do turn their cameras on, but please feel free to leave them off if that is more comfortable for yourself. Okay, we've got 10 seconds to go here. On the next one, keeping that punching theme, but going out to the side in 4, 3, 2, 1. So going out to one side and then the other. Good work. And then we have a few people that do single arm here as well. So those who do single arm, I recommend on these most exercises that we do halfway through on one arm and then swap over. And I'll let you know when we're at the halfway point, which is coming up now, is halfway. So for those who do single arm, you can do 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other, if you need to, for whatever reason that may be, if you're doing single arm. But if you could do alternating arms, carry on doing it like this. We've got 10 seconds to go here. We're going to keep this punching theme go, but instead of out to the side, we're going to go up the best we can in 4, 3, 2, 1. So punch one up, other one up. 5 out of 10 effort still, so it's not hard, not easy, in between the two. Nice work, everybody. Keep that going. And we are coming up to halfway now. So switch if you're doing single arm. If you can't reach your arm all the way above the head, even if it's head height, chest height, if there's just a small range of motion, that is good. Even if it's one that goes really well and one's not so great with the range of motion, that's also fine.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to go. On the next one, we're going to be punching down and across our lap in 3, 2, 1. So come down and across the lap here. That's it. Good work. And we're halfway through this one. Okay, 15 seconds to go on this one. On the next one, we're going to combine those together. So we punch forwards, then side, then up, then down in 3, 2, 1. So go forwards, side, up, and then down and across. Forwards, side, up, down and across. Forwards, side, up, down and across. Good work. Keep that moving there. Don't worry if you're getting confused with where your arms are going. Just get through this to the best of your ability. Halfway through this, so swap arms if you're doing single arm. Nice work. We've got 20 seconds to go on this one. On the next one, we're keeping that 5 out of 10 here for this next one.
10 seconds.
And we're going to go into something called sit skis, which is where we swing our arms up and through. And that's in 3, 2, 1. So we go swing the arms up and through. If you've been watching the Winter Olympics over the last couple of weeks, you probably see them doing this with the poles, the cross-country skiing, swinging those arms up and through, pulling yourself through the snow and that. But on this, we have no snow, but we still have the effort, and it's still at 5 out of 10. And we're halfway through this one. Switch arms if you are single armed. Good. And again, with this, we bring those arms out the best we can. If it's just a small range of motion, that's all good. Doing the best that we can do for this, and that comes in many shapes and sizes. 10 seconds to go. On this next one, we're going to do some sitting jacks. Very similar movement, but instead of come to the front, we come to the side. 3, 2, 1. It's coming up to the side. And like I said before we start the session, if it's too much on your shoulders to come up like this, we could just come up shorter range of motion, come out in front of you. And you know, with most of us being in a wheelchair or some sort of seated position on a more regular basis, sometimes these shoulders are good on some days, sometimes they're not so great on other days. So that maybe that one day you come along, you're like, yeah, I can do this, and another day you just need to rest it down, bring the exercise in a little bit easier, or even just move on to a completely different exercise altogether, which is absolutely fine. Okay, on the next one we're going to do some pretend wheelchair pushing. 3, 2, 1. So we're going to pretend we're in a manual wheelchair, whether you are or not, and we're just going to move those arms around just like so. we are coming up to halfway now, so switch arms if you're doing single arm. And just moving it around now. Good work, everybody. Ten seconds to go. On the next one, same movement but in the opposite direction. And that's in 3, 2, 1. Change direction. And keep it going. Nice work, everyone. And even if it's just like little small motions again, that's absolutely fine, as long as we're just doing what we can do. And if you need to take any extra rest, remembering that is always an option.
Halfway there.
Halfway through. And 15 seconds to go. On this next one, we're going to do something called adapted burpees. That's where we reach down the best we can and reach up the best we can. And I'll show you that as we get into it in 3, 2, 1. So you reach down towards the floor and then reach up above your head. You can use your hands to assist you pushing off the lap if you need it. Good work. We are at halfway now, so switch if you're doing single arm. Okay, we've got 10 seconds to go. On the next one, we're just going to increase that pace up to 6 out of 10 now. So just a slight increase in pace. And we're going to go into punching again, but double arm. So going into double arm punches forwards now. And we've increased that pace slightly up to 6 out of 10. So it's just a slight bump up in terms of energy, in terms of speed. But not a whole lot, just a little bit there, just to increase that intensity. Good work.
Halfway there.
Okay, got 20 seconds to go. 15 seconds now. On the next one, we're going to do punching out to the side, but both arms together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out to the side. Good work. And talking about like varying intensities on different days. There's even days, believe it or not, that I do it differently. And I'm not, some days I'm feeling great, which is most of the time because I enjoy being with you guys. But there's some times that I don't feel quite as great, but I'm still here doing the exercise. Halfway through for those who are doing single arm. But yeah, sometimes it's a little bit tricky for me. So I make those adaptations as well. Okay, we've got 15 seconds to go on this one. On the next one, we're going to go up
10 seconds.
above our head the best that we can. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go up.
13.
It can be straight up above the head to the best of your ability. It could be just slight raises wherever you can get to, bringing those arms up. Nice work, keep it moving, good extension. for those who are doing single arm, if you swap now.
Halfway there.
Good work. So even if it's just short range of motion, that is absolutely fine. If it's with that bent arm, that is good too. 15 seconds to go on this one.
10 seconds.
Nice work. We're going to punch down in 3, 2, 1. So punching down,
14.
bring the hands up to around about the armpit each time. Good work. And we are halfway through this now.
Halfway there.
Good work. On the next one, we're going to go into a combination one again. So it's forward, side, up and down, but with double arm this time. In 4, 3, 2, 1. So go forwards, side, up, and then down. Forwards, side, up, and then down. Good work. After this one, we are into our last 5 minutes of this 20-minute block. And halfway through this one, and change arms if you're doing single arm. It's forward, side, up and down, moving our way through this. Good. We're going to go through the same movements we did on the previous 5. So starting with those sit skis, but we're at 6 out of 10, remember, still. So increase pace, 3, 2, 1, into swinging those through, sit skis. Good work, everyone. And we are halfway through this one now.
Halfway there.
On the next one, which is going to be in 10 seconds from now,
10 seconds.
we're going to do our sitting jacks. In 3, 2, 1.
Round
Sitting
17.
jacks now, arms up to the side. Remember, you can come in front of you, even if it's like, you know, just bringing the arms up like so. Whatever we can do just to get those arms moving through a good range of motion. Nice work. And for those doing single arm, we are halfway now.
Halfway there.
Nice work. "15 seconds to go."
10 seconds.
So pretend wheelchair pushing, 6 out of 10 effort still. 3, 2, 1. So bringing it around like we're pushing a wheelchair. halfway through. Nice work, everybody. Keeping those arms moving around like we're pushing a wheelchair. Keep it going.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to go on this one. On the next one, same movement, opposite direction. And 3, 2, 1. Change direction.
19.
Just keeping it moving there. 6 out of 10 effort. Nice fluid movements as well.
Halfway there.
And even on movements as small as this, we can make those adjustments. You know, if you've got elbows that are sore, for example, we can do more within the shoulders. And if you've got shoulders that are sore from this movement, we can do more in the elbows. So just make those adjustments. And if both are sore, just adding a little bit to each
10 seconds.
means you're distributing that load a little bit easier. Last one here, we're going to go into our adapted burpees. 3, 2, 1, 6 out of 10 effort. Reach down,
Last round.
reach up, reach down, reach up. Good work. Halfway through for those doing single arm.
Seconds.
10 seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good. Let's take a little break. Make sure if you do have a drink with you, you have a drink now. If you don't have a drink with you, I do highly recommend bringing to these sessions. But great work so far. I did notice some names pop up during that who came later into this session. Obviously, I have no idea what's going on in your life, but in terms of the session, it is always recommended that you come to the beginning because we do this in progression. We start with a warm-up, then we build, then we get into harder. If we go into the harder stuff straight away, it does become like you're not quite as prepared. So try and make sure you can come to the beginning of the session. If there's absolutely no chance that you can, I do recommend that you at least learn what we do in the beginning bit with the warm-up, the first little bit, and then do that when you first come to the session, then join in once you've done the warm-up, just to make sure you are prepared. You're not just hitting the ground running as such. We are coming in with some preparation into the session. As I said, like, there could be a number of reasons why you can only come halfway through, and it's all okay. You can just do what you need to. I'm just setting up the timer here for the next bit. We're going to bring that intensity up now. And like we said in the beginning, for some of you, that might be enough of a session today. And that is absolutely fine. If you need to stop there, that's fine. You can always just watch the next bit, or you can stop altogether and do whatever you need to do. But yeah, we're moving on to this next bit, which is a little bit more intense in terms of it. Now we've warmed up, we've built up our heart rate, we're feeling warm, our heart's pumping. We're going to keep that intensity high now with a little set of 10 minutes here, and we do 40 seconds of maximum effort. So 40 seconds, we do the best of our ability, really push ourselves, and then we have 20 seconds of rest. How we're going to do this is we're going to do the same exercise as we just did, but we're going to start with the punches, but I want you to choose whether you want to do the alternating arms or the double arm. So just feel free to choose whichever one you prefer. And we're going to go through those for the first 5, and then we're going to go into our sit skis, sitting jacks, pretend pushes, and the adapted burpees for the second 5. So for the first 5, either choose alternating arms or double arms. Choice up to you, or if you're doing single arm, then that choice is already made for you probably. So we will get going here in 15 seconds. So I'm going to do alternating arms for this. So feel free to follow along with me, or if you want to do double arm instead, but we're going to go here in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So maximum effort, really push ourselves to the best of our ability, whether you're doing alternating arms, single arm, or double arm, doesn't matter. Just push yourself here, keep it moving. It's all about maximizing the effort, getting that heart rate going. Good work. For those doing single arm, change now.
Halfway there.
Let's keep it going. Good work. Keep those arms moving fast as you can. And we've got 10 seconds to go here. Keep those arms punching. Good work, everybody. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. That's our first one done. We're going to punch out to the side on this next one. And again, just as fast as you can, either alternating, double, or single arm, whichever you do. Do it to the best of your ability. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Nice work, keep it going. And for those doing single arm, swap now.
Halfway there.
Good work, keep it going, keep pushing those arms, punching as fast as you can. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. Next one, we're going to be punching up above our head. Ten seconds to go. So one arm, then the other, or double, or single. 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
3.
Maximum effort, as fast as you can. Some of you might want to go. Good work, keep it going. Excellent work, everybody. And we are halfway through for those doing single arm. Ten seconds to go. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Liz, can you just give me a thumbs up to see if you can hear the timer or not through the audio? You can? Okay, cool. Yeah, good. I always do wonder that if they can hear. Okay, on the next one, punching down. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. And again, as fast as you can, either punching down and across, or you can do double arm, just straight down. But do it as fast as you can. Keep those arms punching, and make sure to hold that pace as well. Sometimes it can be easy just to
Halfway there.
let our mind wander halfway through for those doing halfway. And you know, we lose that focus, but we want to make sure we're staying focused throughout this.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to go on this one. Keep that pace up, keep things moving. And we're staying here for another 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. Alrighty, combination 1, whether you want to do it alternating or double. I might change up to do double arm for this one for myself. Feel free to do the same. But do forward, side, up and down. And 3, 2, 1. Off we go. That's it, nice work everybody. Forward, side, up, down, forward, side, up, down. Keep it moving, keep those arms going as fast as you can. Good work everybody. For those who are doing single arm, we're at halfway now.
Halfway there. seconds.
10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good. We're going to do our sit skis on this next one. Again, keeping those arms going as fast as we can. 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
Round 6.
That's nice work. Keep it going. Halfway through for those doing single arm.
Seconds.
10 seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. And into the sitting jacks on the next one. Keeping that pace up, keeping things moving, doing really well so far. Let's make sure that intensity stays high in this next one in 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
Round 7.
Again, if you need to come in front of you a little bit more, that's absolutely fine. And we're halfway through now for those switching. Good work, everybody. Keep it going.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. Alrighty, we are going into the pretend wheelchair pushing now. Again, as fast as you can, getting those arms going around. Excellent work so far, everybody. We've got 3 more here at this intensity. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. That's it, nice work. Get those arms going around.
Halfway there.
Halfway there for those changing arms. Maximum effort. Keep it pushing around fast as you can. Good work. Don't let yourself drop off in this pace in the last 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. Alrighty, same movement, opposite direction on this next one. 10 seconds to go. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
9.
And for those who are new to these sessions or haven't done many before and you're keeping up with this pace or doing the best that you can, well done to you. Keep that going to the best of your ability. You've done fantastic so far. And those who come on a regular basis as well. It doesn't make these sessions any easier that you come all the time, because it's all about your intensity, your pace, and what your 10 out of 10 looks like. 10 more seconds to go on this one. Pushing it all the way through to the end in 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. Alrighty, on there. This last one, we're going to do our adapted burpees. That's reaching down to the floor, reaching above our head. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Reaching down, reaching up. Fast as you can. Good work. Keep it moving.
Halfway there.
Halfway through. Last 10 seconds. Push yourself all the way through to the end here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. Alrighty. Have another drink break there, and we're going to do a mini cool down here. Just I want to bring that heart rate down a little bit, and we're going to go into, in fact, whilst we're here, we're going to grab a cushion, a pillow, or something along those sorts. If you don't have anything handy, not a problem, I will show you how to do it. I've got one just here ready. You don't need it straight away. We're just going to do 2 minutes here just to bring that heart rate down a little bit, and then we'll move into doing that work. But we're just doing 2 minutes, and we're going to start off around about 8 out of 10 effort for the first 30 seconds, then we're going to bring it down, down, down. So it starts off intense, and we're just going to bring that heart rate down. I just wanted to reduce it a little bit here today for this. So I'm going to go in 15 seconds time. We are just going to start off at 8 out of 10 effort. Do whatever exercise you want on this. I'm just going to do some of those sit skis. So feel free to follow me or a different exercise. 3, 2, 1, off we go. We're going to start at 8 out of 10 effort, so it's fairly intense here. And then every 30 seconds, we're going to drop that intensity down here. Good work, everybody. Keep those arms going. Nice work. We are coming up to our first 30 seconds now. So drop that pace down to 7 out of 10 now. So it's still fairly intense. Just a little bit less intense. Good work. Keep it going for another 10 seconds here. On the next one, we'll bring it down to 6 out of 10 in 3, 2, 1. So bring that intensity back down again.
Last round.
Keep it going. 6 out of 10 effort on this one here. And then we bring it down to 5 out of 10 on this next one in 3, 2, 1. So bringing it down. 5 out of 10 effort. So not hard, not easy, just in between the two. And we just brought that heart rate down. And over the next 20 seconds here, just bring that up, speed down even more. So you can bring it down sort of 4 out of 10. And 3 out of 10. And just bring it slowly downwards. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good. We're just bringing that down like a soft landing there, or softer landing. And we're going to grab our cushions now. If you don't have a cushion, I'll show you here. I've got a lovely, there's a name for that pattern. I can't remember what it's called. Houndstooth. That's it. I think that's what it is. But with this, if you have a cushion or a pillow or a ball or a yoga block or whatever you've got, make sure it's nice and light, something we can move around quite easily. If you don't have anything or you can't hold on to anything, we can put our hands together and just hold our own hand on this. I won't set a timer, we'll just go through these exercises. We've done these before if you've been to these cardio and core sessions. But simply with this, what we do is some of them are going to throw ourselves off balance, and we're going to try and keep our core locked in place. And some of them are going to try and rotate using our core, or move using our core. For the first one here, we're going to try and throw ourselves off balance. We're trying to keep ourselves nice and locked in place. And you can tell that by if your shoulders are swaying side to side on this one. So essentially we're going to do kind of like a figure of 8, or just even just going side to side. But essentially what we're trying to do is throw ourselves off balance. So our body wants to do this, but we're not going to let it. We're going to keep it nice and still, and that requires using the core here. So just off to one side and the other, just like so. If it's too easy, you can just do a little bit more vigorous with the throwing of the cushion side to side. And if it's again too easy, what you can do is sit forwards in your chair. Make sure you're using as little of your chair touching your body, because that is creating support wherever our body is touching the chair. So the less we have our body in the chair, the harder this is going to be. Good work. Just throwing ourselves off balance, but trying to keep ourselves as rock solid as we can. Good. Well, let's stop there with that one. The next one we're going to do, instead of going side to side, we're going to go front and back. And to do that, we have our hand go up above our head, bring it back down, and go back and forth between that. What happens on this one, especially when we bring our hands down, our body wants to fall forwards with it. We're going to not let it do that. We're going to stay upright. We're going to stay solid in place. Good work. Oh. And try not to drop the cushion. You guys keep going. And resting there. Good work. So that was our ones where we try and keep our core solid. Now we're going to try and rotate our core. And to do that, we're going to start with the cushion down to one side. We come up and across to the other side. So we're coming diagonally up and across. But one thing I want you to note on this, it's not just moving it like this. If you see what my body's doing here, it's not doing anything. My arms are doing all the movement. That becomes a shoulder and an arm exercise. What I want you to do is to use, this just comes along for the ride essentially for this. So my shoulders are pointing down towards the floor on the left, and I bring it up and across to the right, and the core leads the movement. So I'm pulling myself across, almost sort of untwisting the spine and straightening up at the same time. And if you could feel this almost through that back area, that's where you know you're getting it right, because the core is essentially anything that moves the spine. And what we're doing here is a little bit of rotation, a little bit of extension, a little bit of flexion to move through this range of motion here. Good. Well, let's change over to the other side now. So starting down on this side, pointing the shoulders down, so almost facing down there, coming up and across. That cushion just comes along for the journey. And it's a subtle difference between the two, between just doing just our arms and using our core. But you'll know when you get it right, because it feels completely different in terms of the outcome. Although the movement is similar, the outcome of how you feel is completely different. Good work, everybody. Let's ease it off there. We're going to go through those all again. So we're going to go through our figure of 8 one first. So we go side to side. Try not to let ourselves tip side to side on this one. Nice work, everybody. And let's go into the next one. Raising the arms up above, bringing it back down. Good work. And then let's go into diagonally up and across, so starting down to the left, coming up to the right. Let's swap over to the other side. Nice work, and we are done there with that. We can put our cushions down or away, and then we'll go into our cool down here. Let's just start with some nice deep breathing, going in through the nose, out through the mouth. You can have a drink if you want to, if you need to. Just nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Whilst you're doing that, just introduce some shoulder rotations. You can change direction if you haven't already. Let's just go through some of our neck mobility as well here. So just looking up and down to begin with. Flexion as we look down, extension as we look up. Into rotation, looking one side and the other. And then bring one into one shoulder, to the other shoulder, back and forth between the two. And we got some time. We can go through the rest of our spine as well. Now extension through, curling forwards, back and forth between the two. Let's go into rotation. Rotate one side, rotate the other side, back and forth. And let's go into your lateral flexion, one side and the other. And finishing off there and give ourselves a nice shake off as we bring today's session to a close. Well done there, guys. Whether you're new or not, that was a great session. Good effort, good energy. Well done, everybody. Hope you have a good rest of your week. Hope you have a good weekend.